Hi, Trying Together community. Happy Sunday. I am feeling so free, so bright, so rejuvenated, so powerful, and so aligned with my one self. I wanted to make this video because, first of all, our body knows it all, okay? If somebody's making you feel anxious due to their behavior, that's a no. Needs to be communicated, needs to be put away with, or needs to be moved forward in whatever way that looks like. And it's fascinating to me because every experience, every part of our journey, whatever we're mirroring, right, it's for a reason. At least that's the meaning I find within it for my life. And I've come to learn for myself when it comes to romantic experiences or romantic connections with somebody, a liking towards somebody, right? You really have a good connection, you're liking the conversation. I've come to recognize within myself that I didn't value myself. Giving people a second chance, giving benefit of the doubt, just being so understanding, so kind, so caring, and doing all I can from my end, right? The mothering nature, the helper, the giver, and maybe even people pleasing, right? And this is never white and black and white. But the fact that I was able to look at this experience that I just had and see it for what it was, that, hey, someone's not able to show up and how I need my needs met. And shout out to my friend Adriana for being the best and teaching me about needs. But anyway, it feels so good when you can free yourself from things that aren't serving you. And through this experience that I've had, I've come to learn that there's a reason, why I've stayed to myself and, being single, being celibate, being really on this healing path and this spiritual journey, focused on myself, focused on my goals, focused on just whatever's next for me, but how I feel right now. And it's like, it just feels like something's been lifted from my emotional state, because my emotional state was being involved with somebody who was not able to be stable and meet my needs. And people have a lot of talk about, filling your own voids and filling your own needs and stuff. Yeah, great. But what I'm talking about is the basic human decency of showing up and treating somebody fairly. And it seems that people aren't able to do that because of their own mental health concerns. And that's understandable. And it's like, when you have a good connection with somebody, you want to make it work. You want to give your best. And it's like, enough is enough. How long can something really go on if it's not fruitful and it's not serving me? Not for long at all. And I know when to cut things off. And I'm so proud and so confident in myself to do so. I just feel like right now, as I'm speaking, I feel like a whole new woman, like so confident just from this one experience, because, I cried in the shower a bit, and it's because I recognized that I didn't value myself when it came to having relationships with the opposite sex, that I didn't value myself. And I found myself in those dark spaces, being abused in various ways when it comes to men. And, I'm still learning about men. I feel like I'm just starting to learn about men, to be honest. And many men aren't men. Like they have not developed the skill set to even be a man. And I've really just come to learn today, really, really, really see it clearly, that I've never experienced being with a proper man. And that's because I haven't become who I needed to be to do so. And yeah, I was crying in the shower because I learned that, wow, what a painful recognition it is that how I didn't value myself. And it's like, you come into this world and all these things happen, and abuse happens, trauma happens, and it tends to chip away at you, chip away at the wholeness. But then again, it's like, all of this is part of my wholeness, so it's really just something to be curious about. And I'm just happy and I'm proud of myself. I'm actually going to go celebrate this win of the self-discovery and celebration of life that I have for myself, that I respect myself. And I did, but I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. And my shout out to my other friend, I don't know if she'll ever watch this, I don't want to say her name, but point being, she was saying, why do we have to give benefit of doubt to men. Why do we need to do that? It's pretty insane to me, because for those of you who follow me or who know me in, my personal life, it's like I have so many friends. I have good friends, great friends, just involved in community, involved in being so social, and I can initiate conversation with anybody at the mall, anything, like so many people all the time. It's who I am innately, right? It's in my spirit. It's who I am. It's what I came in this world to do and to be a mediator for the world and a change agent. But it's just fascinating when when it comes to the romantic aspect that's been abused for so long, to really carve into that and dive into that and realize, like, fuck, how fucked up it all was. And that I'm recognizing, no, next time when I see it, I know what I see. There's no need for me to move forward just to even begin with. So this is just an experience I wanted to share with you guys. And thank you for being receptive and being open-minded and hearing it out for what it is. It doesn't necessarily always need opinions. I'm not somebody on social media, when I see people's posts and things, to state my opinion unless it's asked, or if it's coming from a place of brilliance, of course. It's different if I'm sharing a fact, right? But not opinion, more so. I'm sharing what is really a fact. And can have scientific backing, but this world is not just about science or just about being holistic, or, for example, like ABA therapy, which is scientific based, for autism. Now I'm delving into other topics, but versus, just holistic healing. It's not so black and white. I think this has just been my saying now for a while, that life is not black and white, and one thing may work for somebody and another thing may not. And I'm not here to bash anybody. And if that individual does hear this, I want you to know that this isn't me bashing. This is me really just speaking about my experience, and the fact that it doesn't make somebody a bad person that they weren't able to deliver, that they were another thing a different friend of mine taught me is the statement, the saying of course not. It's when someone is not able to show up and how you need, it's like, of course not, because they're not capable of doing so. And for that individual, they may have shame and embarrassment and insecurities and feeling not good enough and all this juicy stuff attached to it, but it's not my stuff. So that's why I released myself. And I pray to God, and I said, before I went to bed last night, I said, I released that individual. And this is all like pieces, puzzle pieces, coming together, day by day, to be like, hey, I'm pushing this out of my life because it's so unsettling for me that this doesn't feel like who I am. This is not how I want to be feeling. How someone makes you feel is everything. If you feel like the S word, boo, 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 no. That tells you everything right there. No. And of course, communication, details, all that stuff goes into it. Doesn't mean you just bounce right away, but you see what's going on there. But it's like, hey, it's a pattern. It's not changing. There's no miracles happening overnight. It's like, you can't make somebody do or be something they're not. It's their own journey. You can be, this experience could plant a seed. It could be a guiding point. And that's it. But it's like, to not wait on and to not think that walking away or saying a certain thing and this and that is going to cause this kind of emotional impact that's going to change the trajectory of somebody's life. No, not necessarily. Very rarely I feel it would be, statistically even. And wow, I'm coming up on like past 9 minutes in this video, but hey, I feel like myself. I'm about to go enjoy dinner with a friend. I am so happy to be eating some crab fried rice today because I fucking deserve it. I've been going through a lot of shit that's of my own personal shit. Probably like over a week's time ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was really rough for me. But now I'm doing better. And yeah, fall's here, and today's the first day of fall. I love you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And yesterday was International Chai Day, and I sure did that because that's my thing, boo. Love you guys. Bye. Good night. Mwah. Bye.